Australians are going through the toughest period of their working lives. 1 million are unemployed, another 400,000 will join them before Christmas, and thousands of businesses are on the verge of collapse. Why is the Prime Minister cutting JobKeeper, cutting JobSeeker and cutting wages at the very time that Australia has plunged into the worst recession in almost a century?
The Prime Minister has the call.
Mr Speaker, the government has committed and already, Mr Speaker, provided unprecedented record support to ensure that we keep as many Australians in jobs as possible, we keep as many businesses open as possible, that we ensure that as we go through this terrible crisis, we are training more Australians, particularly in the skills areas, with the JobTrainer program, a $1 billion partnership with the states and territories pulled together in a matter of weeks that will see 340,000 additional training places available, not just to young Australians, but Australians who have found themselves working in some sectors which they know, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, will be under great strain for some period. And that's why those who are working in the aviation industry as flight attendants, Mr Speaker, are now training to be aged care workers as we speak. As we speak, Mr Speaker, people are changing sectors, changing industries, getting trained, adjusting for the COVID-19 pandemic so they, Mr Speaker, can get the best support of all, and that is the support that comes directly from their own efforts and their own initiative and their own enterprise. And that is what our plan is based on, Mr Speaker. Our plan for the economy, which we're putting in place, whether it's in ensuring our workplaces are cooperative and flexible, or if it's ensuring that the infrastructure program, Mr Speaker, enables $10 billion to be brought forward, that the affordable, reliable energy that our manufacturing industries need, Mr Speaker, can get that access, as we've seen wholesale prices on gas and other things fall, Mr Speaker. All of these plans are based on the enterprise and the efforts and the initiative of Australians. And those Australians are looking forward to an economy where it doesn't require JobKeeper and other income supports to sustain our economy, Mr Speaker. And that's why JobKeeper, Mr Speaker, will be necessary now, but in the future it is not our plan for it to be required. And that is why the Leader of the Opposition and the Shadow Treasurer and others made the point that it's important that our economy transitions away from JobKeeper and the higher levels of welfare support that have been necessary, but we must be sure that the supports we put in place to get Australians through don't become a barrier to them, Mr Speaker, and don't become a barrier to those businesses to be able to attract employees, whether it's in regional areas or other parts of the country or metropolitan areas. We will continue to provide those supports and are extending for a further 6 months of JobKeeper, ensuring that the JobSeeker payment with the COVID supplement is at record levels, Mr Speaker, as it continues to be out through the end of this month, and then it will go through the next phase, and then there'll be further phases, Mr Speaker. Those opposite, Mr Speaker, see the COVID pandemic as some sort of opportunity to lock in endless income support. And that is not a responsible thing, Mr Speaker.
The Prime Minister's time has concluded.